Where you going? Want to really run yet?
I want to beat the other fellows to the street. I don't want anyone to see I ain't been walking so good.
You know how many guys pick up bum leg for sympathy? It's a gold mine.
If someone gets the idea I can't make it out on my own, they'll lock me up in the refuge for good. No, be a pal talk. Help me down. Whoa!
You want to bust your other leg too?
No, I want to go down.
Just take a minute to drink in my penthouse high with the stinking streets of New York.
You're crazy.
Because I like a breath of fresh air. Or because I like seeing the stars in the
Oh,
sky.
you're seeing stars, all right.
I tell you, those streets down there. It's like the life out of my old man. He has a rotten job, stomped on by bosses. What they were done is just threw him to the curb like yesterday's people. Well, they ain't doing that to me.
But everyone wants to come here.
New York's fine for those who can afford a big strong door to lock it out, but I tell you, Christ, there's a whole other way out there. So keep a small life in a big city and a big life in a small town. They say folks is dying to get here. Me, I'm dying to get away to a little town on the west that's spanking new. And well, I ain't never been there. I can see it clear as day. If you want, I'll bet you could see it too. Close your eyes, come with me, where it's clean and green and pretty. And they went and made a city out of clay. Why the minute that you get there, folks will walk right up and say, welcome home, son, welcome home to Santa Fe. Planting crops, splitting rams, swapping tales around the fire. Except for Sunday, where you lie around all day. Soon your friends are more like family, and expecting you to stay. Ain't that neat? Living sweet in Santa Fe.
You got folks there?
I got folks nowhere, you know?
I don't need folks. I got friends.
Well, that's about you. Come with me, you know? No one's gonna give leg in Santa Fe. You just hop a Palomino and ride in style.
Oh, feature me, riding in style.
Come on. And a few months of clean air, you can toss that crutch for good.
Santa Fe, you can bet we won't let them bastards beat us. We won't beg no one to treat us fair and square. There's a life that's worth the living, and I'm gonna do my share for living. Chase the sun, swim the whole of branches for fun. Watch me stand, watch me run.
Hey. Don't you know that we's a family? Would I let you down? No way. Just hold on, kid, till that dream makes Santa Fe. Well, time for dreaming's done.
My lips are still pink. Pretty girl. Yeah, like a lamb. Hey, that's my cigar. I'll steal another.
Hey, look, it's bath time at the zoo.
I thought that I'd surprise my mother. If you can find her. Who asked you? Alright, well, make things sound like they used to when I needed a selling spot. So you got any ideas on what? For the loudies in the harbor, it's easy picking, scary. Try anything to fuck her. They almost don't know how to read.
It's a fucking game we're playing, but we'll never lose. Long as suckers don't mind paying, what I miss. Can I interest you in the latest news?
The paper isn't out yet.
Well, I'd be happy to deliver to you. Hoist.
Here's a headline for you.
Cheeky boy gets nothing for his trouble.
You struck out.
Hey! Hey, Archie, where's Alexei gonna rain? No rain. Partly cloudy, clear by you. They got a lot of this guy. The lip sells 50 things to me. I'm not lip self-hates. I've got personality. It takes a smile that spreads like butter. The kind that turns a lady's head. It takes an orphan with a stutter. So funny to you. So much exactly just crazy when you work the doors. Start out sweating and not sneezing in between it carrying the bear with some charm. Carrying the bear with reputation. Tossing out his dreams with a patient. Tossing out his dreams with a hold up. Wait and make me antsy. I'd like to take a chance. All up to the Lindsay, what a fine line. Carrying the banner through the woodside. Children, though you wander, will set you great. Jesus loves you. You shall be saved. Thanks for the rub, sister.
We're going to see you inside the church.
I don't know, sister, but it's bound to rain sooner or later. Just give me some light. Something wings me free.
And if I get the headline, I'll make up a headline and I'll say anything I get them.
'Cause they're two for a penny. If I take too many, Weasel just makes me eat 'em after. Got a feeling that headlines are still saying that time takes. So gonna sound like we was giving 'em away. Best for dinner is a guilty gunner. Crystal pepper, lady bells, how to make them these days. Gonna move the next edition. Give us an earthquake or a roar. How about a crooked politician? And if it ain't news no more. Down to Grand Central Station, down to City Hall. We improve our circulation, walking till we fall. Now we'll be out there, carrying the venomous things. So selling to the city, we're holding down there. So in every summer, we can't get it. These words, the second and the second, Newsies on the mission. They all the competition, sell the next edition. We'll be out there, carrying the venomous things. Yes, that's our family, carrying the venomous down there. Carrying the venomous. I have 3 on play for the next edition. The trolley joint? Not again! It's the same.
Make way, step aside.
Dear me, what is that fine, pleasant aroma? I hear the sewer man back coming during the night. Or could it be the Delancey brothers? Hey, Oscar, word of street says you and your brother took the money to beat up the striking trolley drivers. So, it's honest work. I'll show up beating the heads up with the fences. Workers, huh? I take care of the guy who takes care of me. Ain't your father one of the strikers? Yes, he didn't take care of me.
You want some of that Tweety lousy crew? Now that's not very nice.
Hope everyone got something.
That's why one day you got a bum game of your own, huh? I ain't like us picking on you. I'll find out.
Wait till I get my hands on you. Carrying the venomous man. We're always out there, soaking every summer that we can. Here's the headline, Newsies on a mission. Kill the competition, sell the next edition. We'll be out there, carrying How's it going, Weasel?
At least call me mister.
I'll call you sweetheart if you spot me 50 papes.
Drop the cash or move along.
Whatever happened to romance?
50 for the race.
Morning, Mr. Weasel.
50 papes for crutching. Have a look at this. A new kid.
I'm good too.
Don't worry, kid. Rubs right off.
I'll take 20 newspapers, please.
20 for the new kid. Let's see the dime.
I'll pay when I sell them.
Funny kid. Come on. Cash up front.
But whatever I don't sell, you buy back, right?
Certainly. And every time you lose a tooth, I put a penny on the pillow. This kid's a riot. Drop the cash or blow. Come on, Albert. Let me see your money.
Yeah, give me a minute. Oh, Lord. Now, you have a very interesting face. You ever go to me in pictures?
You think I could?
Sure. But I think I know what anyone is.
Sorry, excuse me. I paid for 20, but you gave me 19.
You see how nice I was to this new kid? And look what I get for my civility. Ungrounded accusation.
I just want what I paid for.
Sit, beat it.
Hey, new kid's right, Weasel. They gave you 19. Now look. I'm sure it was an honest mistake. On account of poor Oscar here. Can't count to 20 for his shoes.
Here. Now take a hike.
You know what? Give him 50 more papers.
I don't want more papes.
And the Newsies will want more papers.
I'm no charity case. I don't even know you.
This here is the famous Jack Kelly. He once escaped jail in the back of Teddy Roosevelt's carriage in all the papers.
How old are you, kid?
I'm 10. Almost.
The ass is 6. Younger, sells more papers than you. If we're gonna be pop.
Who said we want a partner?
So what Jack is a chance of a lifetime. You went from him, you're looking the best.
He's the best. What does he need with me?
Because you have a little brother and I don't. Watch it. Look sad, kid. We're gonna make millions.
This is my brother David. I'm Les.
I'm in check. 2 bits come at the top, then, we split everything. 70-30.
50-50. You wouldn't try to hold fast one on a little kid.
60-40. And that is my final offer.
Deal. That's disgusting.
That's the price of doing business. Newsies, hit the streets! We got papers to sell. This kid again and the younger.
Gentlemen, the world is in trouble. Our circulation is down for the 3rd quarter in a row.
But Mr. Pulitzer, every paper circulation has been down since the war ended.
Whoever said war is hell clearly wasn't trying to sell newspapers.
We could use an exciting headline.
Well, what have we got today?
The trolley strike?
That's not exciting. It's epic! Oh,
It's boring. People want to know is the trolley coming or ain't it? No one cares why.
And the strike's about to be settled. Governor Roosevelt just put his support behind the workers.
that man is a socialist.
Peter also is on socialist. He's an American hero.
The man wants to outlaw football for being too violent. Football? Violent? You're right. He's no socialist. He's a damn commie.
Mr. Pulitzer, you must try to sit still.
Yes, you're right. Gentlemen, you're making Nunzio nervous. And when Nunzio gets nervous, I don't look pretty.
You never liked Roosevelt. You wrote an editorial against him every day when he ran for governor, and guess what? He still got elected.
Well, how can I influence voters if they're not reading my opinion?
Big photos attract readers.
Do you know what big photos cost?
But with that flashy photos or headlines, are we supposed to sell more papers?
There's an answer right before your eyes. You're not thinking this through, people. Nunzio knows when he's cutting my hair. Trim a bit here and then trim a bit there. It's the simplest solutions that bolster the bottom line.
Mr. Pointer, please.
Shaving is tricky. The razor should float. Shave me too close and you may cut my throat. Just a modest adjustment can bolster the bottom line.
But how does that help us sell more papers?
We don't sell papers, silly. Newsies sell papers.
I've got it. Right now we charge the Newsies 50 pennies for 100 papers. But if you raise the price to 60 pennies for 100 papers,
Now you're getting somewhere.
a mere tenth of a penny per paper.
Every Newsie would have to sell 25 more papers just to make the same amount as always.
My thoughts exactly. It's genius.
It's gonna be awfully rough on those children.
Oh, nonsense. I'm giving them a real-life lesson in economics. I couldn't offer them a better education if they were my own. Give me a week and I'll train them to be like an army that's marching to war. Proud of themselves and so grateful to me, they'll be begging to pay even more. Let's turn on our shoes, boys. For God's sake, relax. Why throw them out? All we need is some wax. Listen well to these barbershop lessons, for they'll see you through. And the power of the press, yes, once again is mine. The price for the Newsies goes up in the morning. Just a few common sense, that's the bottom line.
Paper. Oh, you mean paper.
Sing him to sleep, why don't you? Yeah. Extra, extra! Terrified flight from Birmingham to Perville. Get it here first, folks. Thanks, miss.
You just made that all up.
I did not. I told her she heard right here and she did.
My father taught us not to
I
lie.
don't mind probably not to starve.
Hey, I just sold my last tape. I got one more.
I'd have to pay for it to sell it.
Here. Buy paper from a poor orphan.
Oh, you poor dear. Of course I'll buy a newspaper. Here's a dime.
Born to the breed.
This is so much better than school. Don't even think about it. When Pop goes back to work, we go back to school.
So, how's about we divvy up the cash and get something to eat, find a place to sleep?
Sorry, our folks will be waiting for dinner.
You got folks, huh?
Doesn't everyone?
Our dad tingled delivery truck on the job. Messed up his light rail pads, laid him off. That's why we had to find work.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Too bad about your dad.
But why don't you come home with us? Folks would be happy to have you.
Mom's a great cook.
Well, I'd love to, but just remember they got some plans with the fellas that they're probably waiting on me right now.
Is that the girl? Kelly.
Rough wood. Lost
running. I got no one chasing me. Who was that guy?
That guy sniping a spider, real sweetie. Runs an orphanage down the road called the Refuge. Well, kids he locks up on money the city pays. The problem is all the money goes straight into his pockets. Do yourself a favor, stay away from him and the Refuge.
Hey, you up there! No kids allowed in the theater!
Not even me, Miss Meta.
Jack Kelly, man of mystery, get over here and give me a hug. Where you been keeping yourself, kid?
Never far from you, Miss Meta. Boys, may I present Miss Meta Locken, the greatest star in the Bowery today. Charles owns the joint.
The only thing I own is the mortgage. Pleasure, Jens.
Pleasure. What's wrong with you?
Why? She's got no clothes.
That's her costume.
You can see her legs.
Step out of his way so we can get a better look. Theater's not only entertaining, it's also educational. Got the picture, kid.
Look, Miss Meta, I got a situation out in the street. I was wondering if we could stay here for a bit.
We're better to escape trouble than a theater. Is Snyder after you again?
Hey, Jack, did you really escape jail on the back of Theodore Roosevelt's carriage?
What would the governor be doing at
Now, hold on. It turns out, he was running for mayor and wanted to show he cared about orphans and such, so while he got his mug in the papes, I got the back seat and we rode over.
You really know the governor?
He don't, but I do. Say, Jack, when you've got time, I want you to paint me another one of these backdrops. Last one you did is a doozy. Folks love it. And things have been going so well that I can actually pay.
But I couldn't take your money, Miss Meta.
You pictured that.
Your friend is quite an artist.
Nah, don't get carried away. It's just a bunch of trees.
Wow, you're really good.
That boy's got natural aptitude.
Jeez. I never knew that aptitude.
Miss Meta, you're on.
Yeah, how I doing? Boys, lock the door and stay all night. You're with Meta now.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present the star of our show, Miss Meta Larkin.
I'm doing alright for myself, folks. I'm healthy, I'm wealthy and wise. My investments and such have all gone up so much since whatever I touch starts to rise. I've been all kinds of lucky and yet the thing I want most I can't get. I live in a mansion on Long Island Sound. I pulled up a weed, they found oil in the ground. But you're telling me you don't want me around. Now honey, that's rich. Some guys give me a chinchilla and mink, and some give me diamonds as big as a sink. But you wouldn't give me as much as a wink. Now baby, that's rich. I get brandy from Andy and candy from Scott. Oh, and Franken and Bardo shipped in for a yacht. I get stares from the fellas and stares from the Pope, but I ran out my luck in stocking some dope. Oh baby, I was just talking about you. Now listen, sports, this life's too short to waste it on you. It may be rough, but soon enough I'll learn to make do. With the oil, well, the diamonds are yachts. With Andy and Ward, the quantitative and Scott and Frank and my bank. So no tears for me. 'Cause there's one thing you ain't that I'll always be. And honey, yeah, that's right.
Hey, come on, twice a day, you think it's fit?
Please go. I'm working.
Oh, wicked girl, huh? Doing what?
Reviewing this show for the New York Sun.
Hey, I work for the world.
Somewhere out there, someone cares. Go tell them.
Ah, but the view's better here.
Please, I'm really not in the habit of talking to strangers.
Well, then you're gonna make a lousy reporter. The name's Jack Kelly.
Is that what it says on your rap sheet?
Smart girl, huh? You know I admire smart girls, right? Beautiful, smart, independent.
Do you mind?
God of free, at least pay attention.
Sorry, Meta. I got no use for moonlight or sappy poetry. Love at first sight for suckers, at least it used to be. The girls are nice, once or twice, till I find someone new. But I never planned on no one like you. I got no use for moonlight.
You are the most impossible boy ever.
No, I never planned on like you.
Them fire signs kept me awake all night.
Sirens is like lullabies to me. The louder they wail, the better the headline, and the better the headline, the better I eat, and the better I eat.
The further from you, I sleep.
Morning, everybody. Sorry we're late. We had to help our mom with something.
Oh my God, Mother, I was gonna get me one of those. What did you do you have?
He traded it for a box of cigars.
They was Coronas.
We got your father too.
A mother and a father too.
And we the hoi polloi.
How's it going? Ask me after they put up the headline.
Here it comes.
Oh, Newsies, rise.
60 cents per 100. What'd you say?
Is that news?
It is to me.
The price of pigs? 60 cents. It's for 100.
I can eat 2 days and
I'll
die.
be sleeping on the street. You already sleep on the street. In a worse neighborhood.
What's everyone standing around for?
Get a load of fish, Jack. My clothes are dumping half already.
Thanks for the newsies.
Relax, it's gonna be a gag. Yeah, real funny, Weasel. Really got the guys going. I'll take 100 papers.
100 will cost you 60.
I ain't paying them 60.
They make way for someone who will.
Yeah, sure. Me and the fellas will take our business to the joint.
I'll save you the walk. They up their prices too.
Well, whatever, take our business to the sun.
It's the same way all around town. New day, new price.
Why the jacket?
For them kind of answers, you gotta ask a little further up the food chain. So, you buying or moving on?
Newsies.
They can't just do that. Can they? Why not? It's their pace, their world.
Do you not know right?
We have the right to starve. Let's make our pace and leave while we still can.
At them prices.
Do we have a choice?
Hold on. No one's paying, no new, nothing, all right?
You got an idea?
Keep your shirt on. Just let me let me take this through.
What's your angle?
Hey! Stop crowding him. Let the man work it out. Hey, Jack. You still thinking?
Sure he is. Kid, you smell smoke.
All right. Here's the deal. If we don't sell papers, then no one sells papers. No one goes to that window until they put the price back where it belongs.
You mean like a strike?
Yeah, you heard that. You were on strike.
I never
We
said
shut this place down just like the liquor shut down the trolleys.
When the cops will bust their heads. Half of them strikers is laid out with broken bones.
Well, the cops ain't gonna care about a bunch of kids, right, Dave?
Leave me out of this. I'm here just to feed my family.
Oh, the rest of us is on playtime? Look, just because we make pennies, don't give it the right to rub our noses in it.
Doesn't matter. You can't strike. You're not a union.
And what if I says we is?
There's a lot of things you gotta have in order to be a union, like membership
What do you call these guys?
and officers.
I nominate Jack president.
I'm touched.
How about a statement of purpose?
Oh, you must have left it in my pants.
What's a statement of purpose?
A reason for forming the union.
Well, what reason did the trolley workers have?
I don't know. Work hours, wages, safety on the job.
Well, who don't need that? You don't even teach your father how to union. You're gonna be out of selling papes, yeah?
Yeah.
So our union is hereby formed to watch each other's backs. Union we stand. That's good, right? Hey, someone write that down.
I got a pencil.
You're a Secretary of State. So what now?
If you want to strike, membership's gotta vote.
All right, then let's vote. What do you say, fellas? Do we stand back and let Pulitzer pick our pockets, or do we strike?
Strike!
You heard the voice of the membership? Newsies are old man now, and I'm officially on strike. What's next?
Would a strike be more effective for someone in charge to about it? It would be a pleasure to tell Weasel myself.
And who tells Pulitzer, Davy?
I don't know. I guess. You do, Mrs. President.
That's right. Then why don't we tell him?
The newspaper owners need to respect your rights as employees.
Pulitzer and Hearst gotta respect the rights of the working kid to this city.
They can't just change the rules when they feel like it.
That's right, we do the work, so we get a say.
We've got a union.
Pulitzer and Hearst, they think we're nothing. Are we nothing?
No! They need to understand we're not slaves to them. We're free agents.
Pulitzer and Hearst, they think they got us. Do they got us?
No! We're a union now. The Newsboys Union, and we mean business.
Even though we ain't got hats or badges, we're a union just by saying so. And the world will know.
Well, what's to stop some other kids from coming to one sell our papers? Just let them try it.
We can't beat up on other kids. We're all in this together.
What's it gonna take to stop the wagons? Are we ready?
Yeah!
What's it gonna take to stop the scammers? Can we do it?
Yeah!
What we gotta do until we break the will of mighty women
And the world will know. And the journal too.
Mr. Hearst and Pulitzer, we got news for you.
See, the world don't know, but they're gonna pay.
Instead of walking headlines, we'll be making them today.
And one for you. And who is the big spender? What the other stones are?
That's me, that's me.
And the second will be 2 cents.
2 cents?
Yes.
For a glass of seltzer.
What will you pay price?
Please just give me water.
I've never seen that coming.
I'd say we launched our strike in a most auspicious manner. I don't know about that, but we sure scared the bejeebers out of me.
Yeah! Even the Lacey's didn't know which way was up.
So what's next, Dave?
Now you gotta spread the word. Let the rest of the city's newsies know about the strike.
All right, that's why we split up and split the way.
I'll take Harlem.
I got Midtown. I want the Bronx, I want the Bronx.
And I got the Bowery.
Specs, you take Queens and Penn, you take East Side. And who wants Brooklyn? Hey, Tom, Brooklyn. Spark Commons toy. The Finch. You tell me you're scared of Brooklyn.
I'm afraid of no turf. It's just that Spot Conlon, he gets me a little jittery.
Well, then Dave give me a paper.
Me, I have.
Why is everyone so scared of Brooklyn?
What are you doing?
Ask me a question. Have you got an answer?
You know, Brooklyn is the 6th largest city in the entire world. I mean, you got Brooklyn hit the motherload, but what I'm wondering is, for someone who works for the sun, spend an awful lot of time hanging around the world. What's that all about? She's following me.
The only thing I'm following is a story. A ragtag gang of ragamuffins wants to take on the kingmakers of New York. Do you think you got a chance?
Shouldn't you be at the ballet?
Question too difficult? I'll rephrase. Will the richest and most powerful men in New York give the time of day to a gang of kids who haven't got a nickel to their name?
Hey, you don't gotta be insulting. I've got a nickel.
Who's that? So you'd say you're a bunch of Davids ready to take on a Goliath? We never said that. You didn't have to. I did.
You know, I see a lot of things like that, and I never known no goy reports like hard.
Wake up to the new century. The game's changing. How about an exclusive interview?
And she'll be entertaining.
This is entertaining. So far.
What's the last news story about?
What's the last strike you organized?
Oh, you're on your lead, Kelly. Me thinks lady needs to be handled by a real man.
You think's wrong. Romeo.
How'd you know my name?
Hey, you see anyone else giving you the time of day? Look, I know I'm just busting out of the social pages, but you give me this story, let me run with it, and I promise I will get you the space.
You really think we could be in the papers?
Shut down a paper like The World, and you're gonna make the front page.
All right. You want a story? Be in front of the circulation gate tomorrow, and bring your camera. You're gonna want to snap a picture. You in? Or you need a leader? I don't care. Let's go, boys. I got to set up a dinner. I got pay time for the tables.
Come on, we got Newsies to visit.
You ain't gonna be shooting us up when we get our mouths in the pig.
And the world will know we've been keeping score. Either they gives us a right, so he gives them a war. We've been down too long, and we paid our dues. And the things we do today will be tomorrow's news. And the die is cast, and the torch is passed, and a war will rise, and our ranks will grow and grow, and so the world will feel the fire and finally know.
Come on, let's. The folks are waiting.
Oh, hold on. Hi. So, what's your story? Are you, selling papers to make it through art school, or?
Art school? Are you kidding me?
That you're a real artist. You know? You should be inside the paper illustrating, not outside hawking.
And what if that ain't what I want?
What do you want?
Can't you see it in my eyes?
Have you always been their leader, or?
No, Davy's right.
Modesty is not a quality I would have pinned on you.
You got a name?
Catherine, plumber.
So that's sure.
It's my byline, the name I publish under. But let's talk about tomorrow. Are you scared?
I got it.
Well, Mr. Kelly.
All right, today we stopped the omnibus from here now, right? So, but the wagon's still got out there. Tomorrow, we stop the wagons.
But are you scared?
Do I look scared? But ask me again tomorrow.
Good answer. Good night, Mr. Kelly.
Hey, where you going? Hey, you know, it ain't even something yet.
I'll see you tomorrow. And off the record, good luck.
Very good. We got a lot riding on you.
You heard the man. Write it good. Write it good, or it's back to sneezing your way through the flower show. No pressure. Let's go. Newsies, stop the world. A little hyperbole never hurt anyone. With all eyes fixed on the trolley strike, there's a new battle brewing in New York, and if only I could write about it. Come on, Catherine, for the boys. You poor, poor boys. Write what you know, so they say. All I know is I don't know what to write, or the right way to write it. This is big, lady, don't screw it up. This is not some little vaudeville I'm reviewing. Poor little kids versus rich, greedy sourpusses. It's a cinch, could practically write itself, and let's pray it does. 'Cause as I may have mentioned, I have no clue what I'm doing. Am I insane? This is what I've been waiting for. Well, that plus the screaming of 10 angry editors. A girl? It's a girl! How the hell is that even legal? Look, just go and get her. Not only that, there's a story behind the story. Thousands of children exploited, invisible. Speak up, take a stand, and there's someone to write about it. That's how things get better. Give life a little dye, some ink, and when it dries, just watch what happens. Those kids will live and breathe right on the page, and once they're center stage, you watch what happens. And who's there with her camera and her pen? As boys turn into men, they'll storm the gates, and then just watch what happens when they do. A modern-day David stands before the rich and powerful Goliath, armed with only a few nuggets of truth and the swagger of one twice his age. Jack Kelly stands before the behemoth Pulitzer. Now there's how you turn a boy into a legend. Picture a handsome, heroically charismatic, plain-spoken, know-nothing, skirt-chasing, cocky little son of a. Lie down with dogs and you'll wake up with a raise and a promotion. So he's a flirt, a complete egomaniac. The fact is he's also the face of the strike. What a face the facts. That's a face that save us all from sinking in the ocean. Like someone said, power tends to corrupt, and absolute power, wait, corrupts? Absolutely, that is genius! But give me some time, I'll be twice as good as that. 6 months from never, just look around at the world we're inheriting and think of the one we'll create. Their mistake is they got old, that is not a mistake. We'll be making us or we'll stay young forever. Give those kids and me the brand new century and watch what happens. It's David and Goliath, do or die. The fight is on, and I can't watch what happens. But all I know is that
Conklin, right? What'd he say?
Oh, I'm sure we've seen him.
Him and about 20 of his gang.
And that Brooklyn boys is big.
And, you know, I gotta say, Spot looks pretty impressed, didn't he?
Well, I'd say
So they're with us.
it all depends on how you look at it. If you look and see Brooklyn, then they're with us.
They want to prove we're not gonna fold it before they send in trouble.
Are we?
We are not. Not there's us and there's Harlem.
Not so fast, boss. Harlem wants to know what Brooklyn's gonna do.
Well, how about Queens?
Queens will be right here by the
See?
as soon as they get them out from Brooklyn.
And I got the same fish eye in town.
Hey Oscar, looks like we got some blood information about a strike happening here today. Not that I'm complaining, my school bus tomorrow could use a day of rest.
Are we doing the right thing?
Sure we are.
Maybe we should just wait a few days.
No, we can't put this off. Jack, say something. Tell them if we back off now, they'll never listen to us again.
All right, look, fellas. We can't back down now. No matter who does or who doesn't show, now's the time we take a stand.
Well, how's about we just don't show for work? That'll send a message.
Yeah.
Just replace us. They need to see us stand our ground. Tell them, David.
Now is the time to seize the day. Stare down the odds and seize the day. Minute by minute, that's how you win it. We will find a way. But let us seize the day.
Hey Jack, look what I made! Good hot strike! That's great! That is pitiful.
Don't be so quick to judge. Maybe pull two will see out of the window and feel sorry for us.
Expect any sign of reinforcements? Davey.
Courage cannot erase our fear. Courage is when we face our fear. Tell those with power, safe in their tower, we will not obey. Behold the brave battalion that stands side by side, too few in number and too proud to hide. Then say to the others who did not follow through, you're still our brothers, and we will fight for you. Now is the time to seize the day. Stare down the odds and seize the day. Once we've begun, if we stand as one, someday become somehow. And the prayer becomes a vow. And the strike stops right there now.
The sun is up, the birds are singing. A beautiful day to crack some heads, ain't it? Step right up, get your pace. You working or trespassing? What's your pleasure?
Who are they?
Scabs, who do you think?
Oh, they just waltz in here and take our jobs.
We can take it! Let's sell them!
Yeah, we all stand together, or we don't have a chance. Jack.
All right, look, fellas. Well, I know somebody pitches up to this, probably pays some extra money too, yeah. Well, it ain't right. You're pulling some things from gutter rats with no respect for nothing, including ourselves. Is that who we are? I mean, sure, we stabbed each other in the back of it, but that's who we are. It's ain't just about us, you know. All across the city, their kids should be out, you know, going to school and playing instead of slaving away to support their families. There ain't no crime to being poor. I know one of us complains if the work we do is hard. We just ask for a square deal, is all. For the sake of all the kids in every sweatshop, factory, and slaughterhouse in New York, I beg you, go down your papers and join the strike.
Please?
seize the day.
He's kidding, right?
No, at the end of the day, who are you gonna trust? Them or them?
Now that I'm hearing loud and clear,
Now that I'm hearing loud and clear,
like it and out we're drawing in.
like it and out we're drawing in, proud and defiant, we'll slay the giant. Judgment Day is here.
Oh, what the hell?
Folks, we finally got a headline. Newsies crushed as bulls attack. Crutchy's calling me, them crips just too damn slow. Guys are fighting, bleeding, falling. That's the good old Captain Jack. Captain Jack just wants to close his eyes and go! Let me go far away, somewhere they can never find me, and tomorrow won't remind me of the day when the city's finally sleeping and the moon looks so that gray. I get on a train that's bound for Santa Fe, and I'm done, and I'm done. No more running, no more lying, no more fat old men denying me my pay. Just a moon so big and yellow, it turns night right into day. Dreams come true, it do. In Santa Fe, where does it say you've gotta live and die here? Where does it say a guy can't catch a break? Why did you only take what you give it? And why did you spend your whole life living? Rapper, there ain't no future, even at 17, breaking your back for someone else's sake. And the life don't seem to suit ya. How about a change of scene? Far from the lousy headlines and the deadlines in between. Santa Fe, my old friend, I can spend my whole life dreaming, though I know that's all I seem inclined to do. I ain't getting any younger, and I wanna start brand new. I need space and fresh air. Let them laugh in my face. I don't care. Save my place. I'll be there. Just be real is all I'm asking. Not some pain in my head, 'cause I'm dead if I can't count on you today. I've got nothing if I ain't got Santa Fe.
Just as a fish in the desert.
Why do old people talk? Good morning, gentlemen. God, look at these glove mugs. Could these? No. Could these really be the same boys who made the front page of the New York Sun?
What's me? Where's the key with me? Wait till my old man gets a load of this. I won't be last in line for the tub tonight.
You really got us in the pape. You got yourself in the pape. Newsies stopped the world. Now there's a headline even Elmer could sell.
So what else do you got?
Well, mine's the only story that counts. Pulitzer declared a blackout on all strike Newsweek, and I'm shut down now. But I heard they got Crutchy. Did they get Jack too?
The Lancey's are spreading a nasty rumor that he took off for sign the cops.
Jack don't run from no fight.
Hey!
Take it down a notch, shortstop. I'm just spreading the news, okay?
Can we stow the seriosity to drink in the moment? I'm famous. Whatever. Are you stupid? When you're famous, the world is your oyster. What? You're fancy clam with the pearl inside. And what does being famous pay? You don't need money when you're famous. They give you whatever you want. Rabbits. A pair of new shoes with tattoo laces. A permanent box of shoes and braces. To show me on run with the sidewalk that goes. A personal croissant. Look at me, I'm the king of New York. Suddenly, I'm respectable, staring right at your house. Alright, now then we're up. I'm still going down like tonight. Maybe not great, it's my city. I'm my very own man, they do it early. A barbershop haircut that costs a quarter. A regular report from the corner. And the punk, she's the king of New York. We must suck, pale and pitiful. Volunteers, poodles. About to drown in the drink. When she fished us out and drowned us in ink. So I get drunk, yeah! Either dead or dreaming. 'Cause look at that cape with my face beaming. Tomorrow they may wrap fishes in it. But I was a star for one whole minute.
Dear Jack, greetings from the refuge. How are you? I'm okay. Guess I wasn't much help yesterday. That Snyder soaked me real good with my crutch. Oh, yeah, Jack, this is Crunchy, by the way. These here guards, they is rude. badly so far, 'cause so far they brought us no food. Ha ha. I miss the rooftop, sleeping right out in the open, in your penthouse in the sky. There's a cool breeze blowing even in July. Anyway, so guess what? There's this secret escape plan I got. I tie a sheet to the bed, toss the end out the window, climb down and take off like a shot. Maybe though, not tonight. I ain't slept and my legs still ain't right. Hey, but Pulitzer, he's going down. And then Jack, I was thinking we might just go, like you were saying, where it's clean and green and pretty. There's no buildings in your way, and you're riding Palominos every day. Once that train makes down this place, I'll be fine, good as new. But there is one thing I need you to do. On the rooftop you said that a family looks out for each other. So you tell all the fellas for me to protect one another. The end. Your friend. Your best friend. Your brother. Crutchy.
Just to count it, because I'm gonna miss you so.
Miss Meadow.
Jack,
You're Jack.
just tell me that you're going somewhere and not run away.
Doesn't matter.
When you're going somewhere and it's not the right place, you can always go somewhere else. But if you run away, nowhere's ever the right place.
How about letting a pound know you're alive?
Why don't I leave you with your friend?
Where'd you go? We couldn't find you.
Ever think I didn't want to be found?
Is that a real place? That Santa Fe? Oh, hey Jack, you see the paper? We're front page news. Oh yes, above the fold. Above the fold. Everyone wants to meet the famous Jack Kelly. Even Spot Conlon sent a kid over just to say, next event you can count on Brooklyn. How about that?
We got stomped into the ground, Davy.
All right. God is this time. But with press like this, our fight is far from over.
Davey, every newsie who could walk showed up for work this morning like the strike never even happened.
And I was there with them. Like you said, if I don't sell papes, my folks don't eat.
Oh yeah, I get it. It's hopeless.
But then I saw this look on Weasel's face. He was actually nervous, and I realized this isn't over. We got them worried. Really worried. And I walked away. Lots of other kids did too, and that's what you call a beginning.
There he is, just like I said.
What's the guy gotta do to get away from you people?
There's no escaping us, pal. We're inevitable.
So what's the story? Can we have a theater?
Pipe down, I didn't ask yet.
Hold up, I gotta let my girl know we've got a date.
Your girl?
You heard me. I've been swatting skirts away all morning. Famous one intoxicating potion. And this here girl, Sally, she's a plum.
Heard you had a pretty great story.
You look like hell.
Hey Jack, where's that supposed to be?
It's Santa Fe.
You know, Jack, this whole go west young man routine is getting really tired. Even Horace Greeley moved back to New York. Yes, he did. And then he died.
Ain't reporters supposed to be nonpartisan?
Ask a reporter. Pulitzer had me blacklisted for every desk in town.
Can
now
we table the palaver and get back to business? Will Meta let us have the theater?
It's what I've been trying to tell you. We want to hold a rally, a citywide meeting where every newsie gets a say and a vote. And we do it after working hours so no one loses a day's pay. Smart?
Yeah, smart enough to get you committed to a padded room.
No! The guy who paints places he's never seen is calling us crazy.
Oh, all right. Want to see a place I have seen? Yeah, Newsies Square. Next to my big mouth, overflowing with disappointment. Kids hurt, some arrested.
Lighten up, no one died.
Is that what you're aiming for? Go ahead, call me a coward. Call me a quitter. I'm not putting those kids back in danger.
We're doing something that's never been done before. How could that not be dangerous?
You know, Specs let me know from the refuge. It's from Crutch. Tried to go see him, climb the fire escape. They busted him up so bad he couldn't even come to the window. What if you don't make it? You willing to shelve that for a tenth of a penny a paper?
It's not about pennies, like you said. My family wouldn't be in the mess we're in if my father had a union. This is a fight we have to win.
If I wanted a sermon, I'd show up for church.
Tell me how quitting does Crutchy any good. Exactly. So here's how it goes once we win, and we will be winning, make no mistake.
Will we what?
We're already winning, and we'll tell them straight out. They let Crutchy go or they keep getting pounded.
Dave, what the hell did they bust up your brain to something? As I recall, Dave, we all got our asses kicked. They won.
Won the battle.
Come on.
Jackie, think about it. We got them surrounded.
Here's what I think. Joseph Joy, he's a rattlesnake.
You're right, and you know why a snake starts to rattle.
No, why?
Cause he's scared.
Sure.
Go and look it up. The poor guy's head is spinning. Why would he send for the goons? An entire army does for the goons plus the cops.
You know you may be right.
Thank you, God.
If he wasn't afraid,
Exactly.
he knows we're waiting.
Get those kids to see we're circling victory and watch what happens.
We're doing something no one's even tried. And yes, we're terrified, but watch what happens. You gotta do the best.
So just move on and stay on track.
Stay on track. 'Cause Humpty Dumpty is about to crack.
We've got the plan and we've got Jack.
So just watch what happens. We're back.
And I've got a date!
But I've read your editorials, Mr. Pulitzer. How can you express so much sympathy for the trolley workers and yet have none for the Newsies?
Because the trolley workers are striking for a fair contract. The Newsies are striking against me.
I'd spare you this embarrassment if I could, but the Burlesque house is private property.
He can order a raid without legal cause.
I know that. Mr. Mayor, what if I told you that this rally was being organized by an escaped convict?
An escaped convict?
A fugitive from one of your own institutions, a convicted thief, at large wreaking havoc on our law-abiding community. Mr. Snyder, which one is he?
That one there, Jack Kelly.
And how do you know this boy?
His is not a pleasant story. He was first sent to my refuge for loitering and vagrancy, but his total disregard of authority has made him a frequent visitor.
So, you would be doing a service removing this criminal from our streets?
Well, if that's the case, we can quietly take him.
What the quiet to me? I want a public example made of him!
Mr. Pulitzer, the boy, Jack Kelly, is here.
Here?
Just outside. He's asked to see you.
Ask and ye shall be received, Mr. Snyder, if you please go sit.
Mr. Jack Kelly.
Afternoon, gents.
And which Jack Kelly is this, the charismatic union organizer or the petty thief and escaped convict?
Which one gives us more in common?
Impudence is in poor taste when crawling for mercy.
Crawling? No. Look, I just dropped by with an invite, you know. Seems a few hundred of your employees are rallying to discuss recent disagreements. Thought it only fair to let you state your case to them fellas, so... Well, what do you say, Joe? Or want I should save you a spot on the bill?
You are as disrespectful a creature as I was told. You know what I was doing when I was your age? I was fighting in a war.
How'd that work out for you?
It taught me a lesson that shaped my entire life. You don't win war on the battlefield. It's the headline that crowns you.
Yeah. Keep that in mind when New York wakes up to front page photos of our rally.
Rally till the cows come home. Not a paper in town will publish a word, and if it's not in the papers, well, it never happened.
You know, there's some of us who can't be bullied, even some reporters.
Oh, like that young woman who made you yesterday's news. Talented girl, and quite beautiful, wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, I'll tell you said so.
Oh, no need to. She can hear for herself. Can't you, darling? I trust you know my daughter, Catherine. Yes, my daughter. I bet you're wondering why there are nom de plume and why doesn't my daughter work for me? Good questions. I offered her a life of wealth and leisure. Instead, she chose to pursue a career. And she was showing real promise until this recent lapse. But you're done with all that now, aren't you, sweetheart?
Jack,
Don't trouble the boy with your problems, dearest. Mr. Kelly has a plate full of his own, wouldn't you say so, Mr. Snyder?
Hello, Jack.
Does anyone else here feel the noose tightening? But allow me to offer you an alternate scenario. You attend this rally and you speak against this hopeless strike. I'll see your criminal record expunged and your pockets filled with enough cash to carry you in a first-class train compartment from New York to New Mexico and beyond. You did say he wanted to go west, didn't you?
You know, there ain't a person in this room who don't know you stink.
And they know me, don't care. Mark my words, boy. Divide me and I'll have you and every one of your friends locked in the refugee. I know you think you're Mr. Tough Guy, but it's not right to condemn that little crippled boy to conditions like that. And what about your friend Davy and his baby brother? Ripped from their family and tossed to the rats? Oh, how could they ever thank you enough? Time's running out, kid. So what do you say? Cowboy or convict, I win either way! Your abject surrender was always the bottom line. Gentlemen, escort our guest to the cellar so he may reflect in solitude. Too bad you've no job, Jack, but you did resign. Too bad you've no family, but you can't have mine. Be glad you're alive, boy. I'd say that's the bottom line.
Like a white piper, you know what to play.
Till those kids all believed you were right.
Lucky for them, all but one got away.
They may not be so lucky tonight.
We've been given the discretion to handle you as we see fit, so behave!
But just in case, my brass knuckles could use some polishing.
Here, you can take one of this old printing press. Now that's firm.
Newsies need our help today.
Newsies need our help today.
Tell 'em Brooklyn's on their way.
Tell 'em Brooklyn's on their way.
We're from
Brooklyn.
Sorry, kid. No sign of me yet. Looks like you're doing this one solo.
Jack! 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 Jack!
Whoa! Newsies of New York, look what we've done. We've got newsies from every neighborhood and pig here tonight. Tonight, we are done being treated like kids. From now on, they will treat us as equals. Tonight, we declare ourselves as important as any reporter or editor.
You want to be treated like an adult? Start making some sense. Don't just talk. So Pulitzer raised the price of papers, and that was a lousy thing to do, yeah?
Yeah!
So we got mad and go on strike, you know? Let them know we ain't gonna be pushed around.
Yeah!
So we go on strike. You know, and then what happens? A few weeks later, Pulitzer lowers the price so we can get back to work. But what happens after that? You know, a few weeks later, Pulitzer raises the price up again. And don't think he won't. And what if he raises it again after that? Fellas, we gotta be realistic. We don't wait. We don't get paid. How long can you go without getting paid? Because I guarantee you Pulitzer can go longer. But I've spoken to Mr. Pulitzer, and he has given me his word if we disband the union, then he won't raise the price again for another 2 years. Look, I say we take the deal. Go back to work, no when our price is secure. Yeah, all we gotta do is vote no on the strike. Yeah, vote no.
That was some speech you made.
What are you doing here?
Spec showed me up.
You say you could go through my stuff?
Yeah, I saw them rolled up under your desk. I didn't know what they were. These drawings. These are drawings of the refuge, aren't they? Is that really what it's like in there? 3 boys to a bed, rats everywhere.
Oh yeah, a little
vermin,
different from where you were raised.
Yeah. Snyder told my father you were arrested. Stealing food and clothing. This is why, isn't it? You stole to feed those boys. I don't understand. If you were willing to go to jail for those boys, how could you turn your back on them
I don't
now?
think you're anyone to talk about turning on
Okay,
folks.
I didn't turn on you or anyone
no,
else.
you just double-crossed us to your father. Your father!
My father has eyes in every corner of this city. He doesn't need me spying for him. And I never lied. I didn't tell you everything.
If you want to go, you were trying to talk with a fist in your mouth.
I told you I work for the Sun, and I do. I told you my professional name is Plumber, and it is. You never asked my real
I
one.
don't think I had to unless I knew it was dealing with a backstab.
And if I was a boy, you'd be looking at me through one swollen eye.
Go ahead, give me your best shot.
I need to know you didn't cave for the money.
Told you the truth, you know. You in a fight when you got the other guy down and you paid for them. You hurt your father. No matter how many days we strike, he ain't giving up. Didn't know what else I could do.
But I do.
Come on.
Oh, really, Jack? Really? Really? Only you can have a good idea, or is it because I'm a girl?
I didn't say nothing like that.
You know, this would be a good time to shut up. Being boss doesn't mean you have all the right ideas, just the brains to recognize the right ones when you hear it.
I'm listening.
Good for you. The strike was your idea, the rally was Davies, and now my plan will take us to the finish line. Deal with it.
The Children's Crusade.
For the sake of every sweatshop,
slaughterhouse and factory in America, I beg you, join us. With these words, the strike stopped just being about the Newsies. You challenged a whole generation to stand up and demand a place at the table.
The Children's Crusade?
Think, Jack, with my writing and one of your drawings, and if every kid under the age of 21 stayed home from work, or better yet, came to Newsy Square. A general, citywide strike. Even my father couldn't ignore that.
I mean, yeah, but there's one problem. We got no way to print it.
There has to be one printing press he doesn't control. What?
I know it is a printing press that no one would ever think we'd use.
Then why are we still standing here?
Hold on. What's this about? Not the Children's Crusade. What's this about? Am I kidding myself, or is it something?
Of course there is.
Well, don't say it like it just happens every day.
Jack, I don't...
Look, I know girls like you don't end up with guys like me, and I don't want you promising nothing you gotta take back later, but standing here tonight, looking at you, just afraid tomorrow's gonna come and change everything. If there was something I could just grab hold on to, just so as I could keep looking at you.
You snuck up on me, Jack Kelly. I never saw it coming.
For sure.
Till the moment I saw you, I thought I knew what love was. Now I'm learning what is true, that love will do what it does. The world finds ways to sting you, and then one day decides to bring you something to believe in, for even a night. One night, maybe forever, but that's alright. That's alright. And if you're gone tomorrow, what was ours still will be. I have something to believe in, now that I know you believed in me. Woo!
We was never meant to meet, and then we meet. Who knows why? One more stranger on the street, someone sweet passing by. An angel come to save me, who didn't even know she gave me something to believe in, for even a day. One day, maybe forever, but that's okay, that's okay. Yeah, if I'm gone tomorrow, what was ours still will be. I have something to believe in, now that I know you believe in me. You know what I believe in, look into my eyes and see. If things were different,
If you weren't going to Santa Fe,
and if you weren't an heiress, and if your father wasn't after my head,
you're not really scared of my father.
nah, I'm pretty scared of you.
Don't be.
If I'm gone tomorrow,
What was ours still will be. I have something to believe in, now that I know you believe in me.
I have something to believe in, now that I know the entire building. Some of them picking Daddy's pockets.
The janitor has been with us for 20 years and hasn't had a raise since he was 8. He's with us 100%.
Alright, you bringing up fellas to keep us covered?
We could hold a hoe down in here and no one would be the wiser.
Good job.
It's good to have you back.
Shut up.
Just think, boys. While my father lies blissfully in his bed, we'll be using his very own printing press to bring him down.
I'm just standing good side.
So is this what they print the papes on?
I can see why there's also some girl down in the cellar, but I think she'll do the job.
Jack, this is Darcy. He knows just about everything there is to know about printing.
You work for one of the papes?
My father owns the trip.
Whoa.
And this is Bill. He'll be typesetting the article for us.
Oh, Bill, so I assume you're the son of William Randolph Hearst.
Proud to be a part of your revolution.
Ain't that something?
In the words of the little one, can we table the palaver and get down to business?
A little grease and she'll be good as gold.
All right, here's the plan. Grace, you'll let the fellas in, and they'll spread them to every working kid in New York. After that,
It's up to them.
There's change coming once and for all. You makes the front page, and menu is major news. Tomorrow they'll see what we are, and sure as a star, we ain't come this far.
Here they come!
This is the story we need to write as we never got a sight but no more. In a few hours, by dawn's early light, we'll be ready to fight and so war. This time we're in it to stay. Talk about seizing the day. We're writing it in, going blood to say away. We're gonna damn well pay. Bullets are snug in his bed. He don't care if we're dead or we're alive. Blue sack of pillows is under his head while he's begging for bread to survive. Sure you can stop kind of sheep. We're gonna sing and asleep. And what he stews will be light in the fuse with the promise we take in the key. Once and for all that they're gone, but their banners won't bleed on.
Bleed out once and for all. We don't care. We know where is the doorstep.
Freedom, finally we're raising the stakes. This time whatever it takes. This time the union awaits. Once and for all.
In the words of Union leader Jack Kelly, we will work with you. We will even work for you. But we will be paid and treated as equal members of your organizations. Riveting stuff, huh?
Get going. You've got a very one man to see.
Keep your fingers crossed.
For both of us. This is for kids shining shoes on the street, no shoes on the feet every day. This is for guys sweating blood in the shop while the bosses and cops look away. I'm seeing kids standing tall, glaring and raring the brawl. Armies of guys who are sick of the lies, getting ready to rise to the call. Once and for all, there'll be blood on the wall if they doubt us. Taking their run in this town, but this town will shut down without us.
10,000 kids in the square.
10,000 kids
The entire city is shut down. No one is working anywhere, and everyone is blaming you. They're all calling the mayor, the publishers, the manufacturers, and such language.
Hey, you can't just
Evening, gentlemen.
You did this, we had a deal.
Yeah, sure. It came with a money-back guarantee. Oh, and thanks for your lessons on the power of the press.
Did you read this, boss? These kids put on a pretty good paper. Very No, okay.
No doubt written by my daughter.
Yeah, I'd sign up for someone else grabs her up.
Now, tell me, who defined my ban on printing strike material?
We're your loyal employees, Joe. We'd never take our business anywhere.
Your printing press in the cellar?
I made you the offer of a lifetime and you threw it away. Anyone who does not act within their own self-interest is nothing more than a fool.
What's that make you? This all began because you wanted to sell more papers, but now your circulation is down 70%. Why didn't you just ask us?
No. Joe don't talk to nothings like us. But you know, a very wise reporter once told me that a real boss don't need all the answers, just the smarts to grab the right one when they use it.
Have a look out there, Mr. Pulitzer. In case you ain't figured it out yet, we got you surrounded.
New York City is closed for business, paralyzed. You can't get a paper with a shoe shine. You can't send a message, ride an elevator, take it across the Brooklyn Bridge. You know, you can't even leave your own building. So what's your move?
Mr. Pulitzer? The mayor's here along with your daughter and, well, you're not going to believe who else.
Good morning, Mr. Pulitzer. I'm sure you know the governor.
Governor Roosevelt?
Joseph. What have you done now?
I'm certain when you hear my explanation.
Thanks to
you will.
Miss Meadowlark in bringing your daughter to my office. I already have a thorough grasp of the situation. Graphic illustration. You know, bully is the expression I usually employ to show approval. But in your case, I simply mean it. Is this the boy with whom you spoke? How are you, son? Hope you want to share a carrot.
The pleasure's mine, Mr. Governor.
Well, don't just stand there letting those children sing endlessly. Give them the good news. That you've come to your senses and rolled back from the crisis. Unless, of course, you want to invite a full state Senate investigation into your employment practices.
You wouldn't.
Under the pressure you wielded to keep me from office, I do it with a smile. Come along, Joseph. There's only one thing worse than a hard heart that's a soft head. And just think of the happiness it'll bring to the children. He doesn't do happiness, does he?
Mr. Kelly, if I may speak to you, please. Alone.
Your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. You can do this.
I cannot put the price back where it was. I simply cannot. There are
Hey, look, you know, I get it. You gotta save face in front of all these people. Young and stupid. But I got constituents with a legitimate gripe.
How about I reduce the raise by 50% and get the others to do the same? I'm sure it's a compromise we can all live with.
But you eat our losses. How about any papers you can't sell, you buy back. Full price.
Whoa, that's never been on the table. What's to stop Newsies from taking hundreds of papers they can't sell? My costs are going to explode.
Well, now, hold on. No Newsies gonna, waste his time hauling around papers he can't sell, but, if we could take a few extra without any risk, you might sell them, and your circulation would increase. Hey, come on, Joe. It's a compromise we can all live with.
That's not a bad head you've got on your shoulders.
Deal?
That's disgusting.
That's the price of doing business.
And the
officer, please.
Hey, Jessica! You miss me? Yeah. Oh, and look at what I got, Jessica. Straight from the refuge. Bring him in, Phil.
He ain't looking so tough no more, is he?
Jack, these drawings embrace an eloquent argument for the shutting down of the refuge. I can assure you, Mr. Snow.
Try to spare the others. Oh, and you'll be laughing all the way to the refuge, little man. So long, sucker!
Thank you, Mr. Governor.
You know, if your drawings convince the governor to shut down the refuge, what might a daily political cartoon do to shine a light on what our government does behind closed doors? What do you say, Teddy? Care to have this young man's artistry shine a light on what you do behind closed doors?
Hey, don't sweat it, Gov. You know, with the strike 7, I should probably go my ways.
Don't you ever get tired of singing the same old tune? What Santa Fe got that New York ain't? Sandstorms.
Better yet, what's New York got that Santa Fe ain't?
New York's got us. We're family.
Didn't I hear something about the strike being settled? Back to work.
Thanks for the Newsies. Line up, boys. This painting gonna sell themselves.
Come along, Governor, and show me that back seat I've been hearing so much about.
Well, come on. Hasn't someone got a union to run? Plus, someone just offered you a pretty exciting job.
Me work for your father?
You already work for my father.
Right.
Plus, you've got one more ace up your sleeve.
And for my dad?
Me. Wherever you go, I'll be right there by your side.
For sure?
For sure.
Don't take much to be a dreamer. All you do is close your eyes. But some made-up world is all you'll ever see. Now my eyes is finally open, and my dreams is average size. But they don't much matter if you ain't with me.
So Jack, what do you say? Are you in or you out?